Alright, so I think everyone can hear me. I'm pretty sure it's loud enough, hopefully. Yeah. So, I kind of forgot where we are at, but, oh, I remember now. So I have this notepad of what to do. So, I kind of failed at creating an enemy class last time I was streaming, so I, learned a little more about it, and maybe we can do it now, because I kind of already made one. So I have this this enemy class that I've created now, and I just extended a script from it where we can override functions. But if I go back, let me see if I can find the enemy class. Let me, there we go, there I am. All I did was basically take all of the functions that we had in our Cryax enemy and then put them in here. So these are like our battle and being able to see our players in battle and have our voice and everything. And what we did is we basically extend the character body class. We create a class with that with the name of enemy, and then we have these export bars which are like assigned the voice, audio stream player. These are the effect sounds of another audio stream player. We need an animation player, a health label, a navigation agent, so that's all stuff we're going to need in here. So when we instantiate the class, because now we can go like, when I create a new 3D scene, I can create a new node, and I can actually go enemy class. So I can just create one of these now, and then all I have to do is create the nodes, or like I can even, if I took all these and I just went Control C, and I went over here and Control V, I can just start like hooking them up. So like voice, I would assign that to that, and then effects I would assign there, and that way I don't have to rewrite my script every time. I can just use the enemy class, and then I can always override functions here. All you have to do is you basically would just name something the same name as something here. So like if I name this I think if I went to Nick Ricada and I was like funk turn attack. Oh yeah, thanks. Cool, I'm glad you like the big guide. The end is a little rushed, just to tell you, but you know, it like gives you a good idea of how to like start stuff off. But yeah, you could override stuff in here, so I could just do like a print. This will play instead of attacking. But we're never going to be using that, so there's no reason for me to include it here. And then also this script I made just to show everyone, I'm going to get rid of that, and I don't want to save it because I already have the enemy made right there. So we got that shit there. Now, what do we need to do? So the way this is going to function, basically, if I go back to my enemy class, so it's getting like all of the stats through this function here, where it goes to our game manager and then loads them based on this. So we're going to need to change this dynamically as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to say at export var, and this will be name, and it's going to be a string. It's going to be a dang old string, man. So I guess name, should we can't use name. Let's we'll say characters name, if I can spell correctly. Characters, there we go. String, and then we'll be putting that in here. Let's Control C and Control V, there we go. So now when I have my enemy, I have to add a where is it? Not there. If I save this, does it update? added an export var. Shouldn't you be like right down here? Yeah, and then inherits from damn, that was really stupid. Alright, let me fucking try this again. Don't save. Alright, let me reopen that. Nick Lolcow, let's see how badly I messed that scene up. So, there we go. We're back to our original script. Extending enemy. We click on our enemy. We still don't... Character name, there we go. Nice. So I should have just reloaded the scene. Should have just closed it and reloaded. So, we're going to say... let's just go Ricada. And we're going to have to add that into our CSV. So we'll go to, I think it's not latest, it is corrected. So this is where we have all of our enemies and their like abilities and their stuff. So we need to add Ricada. And I guess we should capitalize his name, because that's, you know, out of respect for... I don't know. What are we going to have his attacks be? Damn. Maybe intoxicate. We're going to leave this blank for right now. And then we got to add speed. So I bet he's pretty quick. We're going to put him at like a 30. Let's see. His intelligence. He's fairly smart. So I think we're going on like a scale of 1 to 10. So we're going to put him around like a 7. We got health. He's probably not very healthy. So 1 to 10, we're going to put him at a 5. We got... magic, well, he's somewhat magic due to his lineage, so we'll put him at like a 3. And then autism, he doesn't really have that much autism, we'll put him at a 1. So there we go. Those will be his skills. Let me just double check. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. So nice. So what will happen is when it reads this character's name, it'll load from this here, and it'll load his attacks from this one, and then we have to create those attacks in the latest.txt down here. So let's see, I called it intoxicate. We should, maybe one of his attacks should be like lawyer, and it causes confusion and makes the player attack others. So intoxicate, we're gonna make that I guess we'll use it on himself, so it'll be caster only. Or we should just call it snort lines, and then we'll just have him do a line of coke. That would be great. Damn, but we need like a funny name for it. What are we gonna call that attack? I wish I could include the baldo somehow, but I don't have any like clever ideas right now. Yeah, I guess we'll just do intoxicate. Oh, you know, we'll call it lick the bottle. Damn, yeah, because you've ever seen him, he's always on his stream licking the fucking bottle. So that's what we'll call it. And that will actually, I guess that'll be caster only. That'll be a power up for Nick. That's pretty funny, I think. Caster only. we'll go to, we gotta add like what it does, so we'll say Nick licks the final drops of sweet liquor from the bottle, healing him. We don't need a period, we just need a colon to move to the next one. So the way this is set up is we have the spell, the location, so we said caster only. Now we need the description. Now we're going to have the magnitude damage, the magnitude effect. So the damage will be 0, the effect will be 2, we'll heal 2 points of damage. Let's see what else we got. Magnitude effect, range. I think on range, I'm multiplying this by 35, and that'll be like 35 in-game units. So I either have like a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being like the largest attack, and 1 being the smallest attack. So I think we really don't need any range on this one because it's going to be on the caster, so we'll put it at 0. Yeah. And then what do we need to check? So we got range, we got damage type. So what do I have for other heals? I think I have heal. Yeah, I put in heal. So let's do that. Let's see how that works. Image, I don't have an image, so we're just going to hit none. We have knockback, that's going to be a 0, that's going to be a false. I put that as a boolean value. A critical chance. In the game, I'm making everything have a critical chance, so I'm going to put it at like 0.3. So if you get a critical chance, the idea would be that you would heal like double, or maybe like 3 points instead of 2. I like to have it like kind of like a gambling thing. I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe we gotta include Boss Man Jack and go full gamble on there. Cost. I think this move should be worth at least 2 battle points. Each turn you'll get about 5 battle points, I'm thinking. So like a melee attack would be 2 or 3, and then this should be like 2 or 3 because you're healing. Let's actually make it 3. That makes more sense. And duration on enemy is going to be 0. And then multi-hit is going to be 0 because we're not able to multiple hit people. Duration on caster, it's going to be, I guess, 0 because we're not going to have any lasting effects. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do 2 because I need some attacks that test that, and we'll heal him for 2 turns. That makes sense. And then lawyer, this is going to be, let's see, I had caster only. Now I'm going to do target only. So it's going to be target only. And what this will do is we'll have this one, we'll have them attack a, sorry, my other screen was distracting me. We're going to have like whoever you hit with this spell, like a basic confusion spell where they attack other people. So what are we going to say? Nick uses his man, we'll say Nick uses his lawyering ability to, Nick uses his lawyering ability to confuse the target, making them attack randomly. Nice. So I think that's a pretty standard spell that, you know, we kind of needed. There we go. So what are we going to do here? Fuck. It's very hard to read this. I wish I had a CSV editor, but I don't. So, description, magnitude damage. Yeah, he does do that. Nick used his luring ability to confuse the target, making them attack randomly. And then we have, alright, so the first one is the magnitude damage. There we go. So the magnitude damage will be 0 because you're not actually doing any damage. The magnitude effect will be 0. The range is going to be, I think we should put this like a 3. They have a pretty good range on it, so it's like he gets a range attack. I think it should be fair. I'm trying to make the enemy pretty damaging. Damage type, this is definitely going to be an autistic attack, so this is going to be an autism type damage. You might have to include some other type of damages, but for right now we're just going to have that. So we have image, we don't have any right now, so I'm going to hit none on that. We got knockback, we're going to have 0 knockback. Critical chance, there's really no way it can critical chance, so I'm just going to put it at a 0. And then cost, this one should also be at like a 3. And I think I'm just going to put a basic physical attack will probably cost about 2. So that way you can always get like, you know, 1 special attack and then 1 physical attack in per turn. That seems pretty standard. So what are we on? Cost, duration on enemy. This is going to be the one where it'll last 3 turns. So, multiple hits, that's going to be 0. We can't hit multiple people. As a Boolean, duration on caster is going to be 0. So, that looks pretty good. Nice. So we have those 2. Let's just, I'm going to control C right here, and then we'll go to corrected.txt, and I have to make sure these spells match up. And let me grab the lawyer as well. Control C, we'll go to corrected, and we'll just pop that on there, right there. And nice. So we should be good to go as far as that goes. So now we need to kind of do the same thing for our player character. A lot of this is set up, and then these this contact sound, this array, this is going to be an array of like voice clips. So I'll have just a bunch of voice clips in here, a bunch of voice clips for the hurt, some for healing and some for talking, and then I can just kind of randomly call on them as I need spells or damage. So I've seen people do that, and I thought that was a pretty effective technique, so that's what I'm going to use. And I need to make the player before I go any further. So right now what I have is like I have an Ethan Ralph script, and then I have an Ethan Ralph class, not class, but an Ethan Ralph like scene and everything like that. And what I need to do is start making a just a basic player that will work for every player and not just for that single player. Oh, and the attacks I need to add too. So let me go back to my enemy script real quick. Kind of jumping all around, sorry. We need to go to our enemy class. So right now I only have it set up for the 2 attacks that Cryax could do, which was like Stink and Bitch Smack, but I need to add more attacks. So, where is enter turn, exit turn, turn action, and turn attack right here. So these are the 2 attacks we can choose from, and all I need to do is add more in here. So for Ricada I could add lawyer, and I'm not going to completely fill these out right now because I have to do some more shit. But right now I'm just going to print. Here we will use the lawyer ability. I think my cat is chasing a bug or something. So, and then I'm going to control C and then paste that here, and this will say lick the model. So there we go. Here we use the click the bottle ability. And I'm just putting this in here so I can remind myself how it works later, because I'm kind of making a lot of this up on the fly. But yeah, the idea would then be, so I could take this enemy class and use it for any enemy, and I think it's better to do it this way than to override the function on each enemy, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to save that, and then let's go make our player. So I think I'm going to just need an empty scene. Let me get out of here. I'm going to go to 3D. I just have an empty scene. I'm going to go character body 3D, and I'm going to create that. And I think what I'm going to do now, I have to create a script. And let's see, I just name it, I completely forgot how this shit works. Let me go back to, where is it? I thought I had one called class. There we go. So enemy class. So I'm going to have player class. And we will create that. And then what I'm going to do is just get rid of pretty much all of this, because I don't need any of that. And what I'll do then, oh, I didn't mean to save. And so if I look at my player class, let me open that up. Let me close some of these. So we're going to close. We're actually going to close all. Yes. And then we'll file, open. We'll go to class. I want to open that. File, open, and I want to open my player class so I can look at them and compare. So if I come up here and I have this class name, so what I'm going to do is Control C and basically throw that on their class name, and we're going to call this player. And yeah, so that's going to be the basis of how we do this. And then what I'm going to do is go to my King Cobra script. So King Cobra, I might just have to type in King there. So my King Cobra scene, because I believe he is my most fleshed out character script. So what I'm going to do, we can look at the Cobra there, isn't that great? I'm going to grab everything here and just hit Control A, Control C, we'll copy it, and then we'll bring it over to our player class and we'll paste it in. And then it's a long and tedious process of fixing a bunch of this shit. So I need to go up here and get rid of that. And we want to fix some of this, so we should make some of these extends. So if I look at my, sorry, I keep clicking on the wrong shit. If I look at my enemy class, we have all these export variables, so that's what I'm going to start adding now. And basically a lot of them are going to be the exact same, so we can kind of just grab this and put that in there, and then we'll go back to our player script and we'll put this here. And nice. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of problems now because we already have stuff that's named that, and that's good because we need to get rid of the reference to it. So and in player, let's go ahead and get rid of that because we don't need it. We have the health label. I don't think we have a health label. The state label, we're also going to well, we can keep that on ready because there's really no need. I don't think we need it anymore. So I'm just going to comment it out, and if we need it, we'll bring it back. I'm really trying to get rid of as much shit as possible. So let's just, I'm going to pass right there. No. Now, So we're going to basically get rid of all of this because this is all going to be added through a sound. I'll have like arrays over here from these down here, and then we'll have arrays full of sounds that they can play from randomly. So let me go ahead and save. So I guess I should save this in here. Yeah. And we'll call it player class. Well, let's stay with the convention I had. Player class. There we go. Alright, so okay, cool. Yeah, everything's going good. Random clip array not found. Yeah, because what we're going to be using instead will be, what is this? In his play random clip. So that should be talking sounds. So I'm going to grab that and place that in here. So there we go, and that's how it's basically going to work. Is we'll have the character body, and then we'll be plugging stuff in. I just have to make sure that this stuff is all now kind of meant. Fuck you is not declared in the current scope. Okay, so when we die, we need to play some type of hurt sound. So what are we going to say there? Basically, need to do the same thing. Play random clip. So let me control C, play random hurt clip, and then we'll just take, we'll say hurt sound. What do we call it up here? Nice. Bring it on down.
Stop.
This cat was eating the computer cables. Get out of here. Alright. Nice. So not talking sound. We want hurt sound. Wow, we getting a lot done today. Alright, so we save that, play random hurt clip, we're going to control C, and then we're also going to do the same thing for heal. Yeah, the fucking cat. Heal. He's currently terrorizing my other cat, who is in the corner. So he's very young, and the other cat's like middle-aged, so she doesn't want to play as much, but he's just like relentless. Nice. So now that we have this, now we just need to get rid of like that, and we need to say play random hurt clip, and that should do us just better. So basically, we're like generifying everything. So we don't need the cobs.play anymore. We'll get rid of all that, and we'll control V. And then eventually I'm gonna have to like standardize all the animations, because I can't have like all the different animations be calling different shit, and then those characters don't have them. So I'm gonna have to probably do the probably like character remapping, animation remapping on all the characters, and I've been trying to do it for like 3D facial movements too. I'll show that off near the end of the stream, but it's getting there. I've almost got to the point. I want it to be able to like sing along with something and look really good, but it's not quite there yet. Reggae song is not defined. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Damn. Yeah, so some of these are, shit, very specific to Cobra. Like, he has this bong thing where he pulls out his bong and he smokes, and there's a reggae song that plays. So, I guess we're gonna have to figure out a way to add that in. For right now, I guess the easy way to do it would just be to put it in right here at onReady var load, I mean not load, what do we call it, reggae, reggie song, and we'll say equals load, and then we have to grab what is it called? Yeah, pot smoking sound. Yeah, so that is the sound in question, so we need to bring that on in right there. That's part of his attack. So I need to find a better way to load all of these, because there's going to be very specific to like each character. But for now, we're just going to kind of lazily throw them in there. And then this one is another one where we can just add in this one's going to be the simple fix of making it generic. So we'll say play random clip. This is basically whenever it switches to Cobra's turn, he's just going to hit something. And he was playing the same clip over and over, but this is going to make it a little better. So we'll throw that in there. We'll save it. And I guess we don't have any more problems, which is not good, because I thought we were going to have more than that. Seems like we should. But we are going to have one problem, and that is that we need to change this. Get base skills and the player image. We're going to have to change how these are being loaded. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't want to burp into the mic, but yeah, we need to create, we're just going to put the character's name like we did up there. Character's name. Oh, shit. There we go. Nice. And so, put the character's name. Well, we don't have to put it here because we're making the generic character body, and let's call this player Cal. Because I want to make like a player creator too. So the idea would be that like you would have a player and you're like the cow wrangler, and then you choose like 3 cows, and those are your guys, and you gotta fucking like go through the story with them. And I want to have like 5 little acts and make a little beta version of this. That'll be the fucking end resolution of all of this dumb shit I'm doing. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the player image, we need to change how this is loaded too, and we really should be adding the player image into the stats, I feel like. Like if I go to File, Open, I gotta find my I only want TXTs. There we go. So I want to open that, and then let's open up the other one too. These are the 2 I need. I really should rename these, but I'm not going to. So I forgot what I was rambling about. Yeah, we should add an image in here, and that should be the player image. So we should do that here. So IMG, OMG, we're really doing it. And I guess we'll add the path that they are in here. So let me go back to my player class and we'll grab this. We're going to say Control X, and then we'll go back to here and we'll paste that right on in there. I don't think we need the quotation marks. So we got that one, but we put it in the wrong place. Can't believe it. Nobody said anything. There we go. Now it's in the right place. So I think I have other ones. I'm just going to grab this. And we're going to Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. We might have to take a second to get all these in. But this is how it had to be. It had to be this way in the end. Alright, so then we can, we're basically going to load that from our stats. So we'll actually say Control X on that. And convert stats. The IMG will be stats. I think it'll be 8, I believe. Yeah. So this is just a function that converts my stuff into a string here, and then we need to load that. So we'll say equals, and that will be convert stats. What are we calling that? Stats. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Stats. IMG, and we will then we just gotta load it, because it ain't nothing but a string. So now that's loadificated and that's done dynamically. You know, that's how it's done. So we need to get rid of this, I believe, because that's going to be up here. And we'll just change everything that says nav to nav agent, because that's more specific. So there we go. There we go. And yeah, we got a lot. What else you got? There we go. Alright, so everything is coming up, everything is coming up Millhouse. Fuck. Alright, let's get rid of that. So the bong is another thing that is a cobra specific prop, but we still need it. So what I'm going to do is bring it down here to our attacks, and I'm going to start putting a little note right here, and these are animation specific to the cow. Maybe they... Well, I mean, really they aren't, because they're still restricted from the spell thing. So even if I have the ability to load all this stuff, yeah, it's not like they're restricted by what their stats are. So they can't all use any attack they want unless I change their stats. So I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. But we are going to need to add more to this. So let's close that for now, and I'm just going to add a little note that says maybe this ain't so good, but it's what we are doing. Bam. There we go, that's all fixed. So now we need to what else do we got? I'm sure there's some redundancy up here. Cobe's voice, we need to get rid of that. Right hand. So that should probably be something that we add up here. So we're going to say at x, well, yeah, at export export var. We're going to say right hands, and it's going to be a bone attachment 3D, and let's do the same thing for the left hand, and then eventually I guess we'll be doing it for a lot of different parts of the body, because we'll have like armor and shit, you know, not like real armor, but they're gonna have like cardboard and trash and shit like that. That'll be great. But yeah, I can't add the inventory until I do other stuff, so current health, I think, so we need the player image. The spell sounds, we need to get rid of that, and I'm sure that'll cause issues. Yep. So oh, okay, so that's another specific one. Oh wait, no, that is we need to change this to what do we have it as up here? We got it as effects. Yeah, we're calling that effects instead of spell sounds. So, grab that shit. Oh, fuck you. There we go, we left that up there. Down here now. Bam. What do you think about that? Nice. So, and it seems to be going pretty good. And I think I want to change this to character name as well. Character's name. That'll be nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of scanning. So, yeah, this just prints out like who healed and for how much. So I just wanted to display the character's name that we're programming in with our little handy dandy character name down here instead of what's like being added by code, making everything as generic as possible. We need to, we should not be saying Cobra's voice. We need to be saying voice. Control C. And we also need to change the footsteps, so we might need to make a footsteps. So, bam, 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 bam. You're too cool for school. Alright, that's done. Attack ring, we really need to get rid of that because it's not useful at all. Just gonna fucking get the fuck out of here. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Okay, I'm just kind of double checking. What I'm going to do is Control F and hit Cobes because we really shouldn't have any other references. Oh, add to group, there we go. So, Can we make, like, if we say add to group characters name? Hopefully that works. We'll see. Player character combatant, yeah, that's all going to be fine. Initialize left bar, okay. So Cobb's footsteps, that's now going to be activating nothing. And right hand, we need to get rid of you. So we'll get rid of that. And that might cause some issues down here. So I think we made one up here, right? Yeah, we just called it right hand. So we'll go back down. Right hand. Bam, look at that. So it seems to be going good. And what else do we fucking need to change? Probably. That's right, I was searching Cobb's. Those are all fine because we really don't have a better way to do them right now. Oh, the footsteps. So we need to add export var. What is that? Footstep timer. Oh, I guess we had an additional one for footsteps. So let's go export var foot. Let's call it foot sounds. That makes it sound a little more like what it's supposed to be. And we'll say audio stream player. So I'm also going to actually put that at the top up here with its friends. And then we'll change that to, what did I call it? Foot sounds. Bam. Now we're rocking and rolling. So we have that accomplished. What else? So how else does a footstep work? Control F. Find me the feet. So we have footstep.og. That is a sound. It's like a Resident Evil type fucking sound. So we're just loading that step. And isn't there a timer? Let me go back to Cobra. Where is the king? So we got King Cobra. Footstep timer. There we go. So we're going to need to create one, or we could create one with code. Let's see. Let's just let's go back to our player class, and we'll have an export. Let's not do one with code because we might have to change the variable depending on how fat our cows are. So the variable of like how fast they are clacking around on their fucking feet. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna say footstep timer. Foot step timer. There we go. Let's break convention right there for no reason. Good idea, John. Alright, so now we gotta add a timer. Bam. So these are all things we're gonna have to have on our player. And let me actually, we probably should add that into the enemy class as well, but for now we'll leave it out. So let me get rid of that. This is just generic. Let me get rid of that. Okay, I guess we can leave that there. Yeah, our max health, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Face nearest enemy, okay. Current effects. I don't think we need that. Flyaway text, whatever, that's important. I think that's just kind of like a helper function there. Play a random clip, play a random hurt clip. Alright, we coded those. Face camera. We have all of our states. And yeah. So on a lot of these, I think I kind of fucked up. So if I look up like enter turn, Control F, and we'll bring it up here. Okay, that one's fine, but like this should be down here in the turn-based function. So what I'm going to do is Control F on that, and then I'm going to Control X, get rid of that, and then we'll move on down to the turn-based function, and we'll plug this in, and it'll be easier to explain what I mean. I'm sure some people can already see it, but yeah, basically, so everything should be done in the function, and I shouldn't be having like shit all up in my process function right here. It should just be like playing the dead, function. It shouldn't be having all this code in here. So, yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't think I need that anymore. Fire, ranged attack, Control F. Let's find out. So that's okay. So I guess we don't have a function for that. It's just that right there. So let's leave that as it is for right now, and we'll fix it as need arises. I'm just trying to see. So take damage, I'm sure we have a function, right? Control F. Right. So, yeah, we have a function, and we have that, but all we're doing in here is just playing the animations. That works a little bit differently from our enemy. That's okay, this is fine. So that's not as bad. Let's get rid of the attack ring, because we don't want that at all. We're going to have to come up with a new way to display the range, and then I've also got to come up with some type of way to display like the travel path, and so we don't need that shit right there. I don't think so. Get rid of this. I like having neat lines. Player revolve with mouse. It's when we're attacking people. Okay. Nice. So all that looks fine. Just get rid of that right there, and then we're going to, and we'll put that there. Everything cleaned up. Might as well do that. Why not? We have some money. Nice. So let's get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. I'm going to keep this note that's useful. Nice. So I'm not sure what that does. We'll leave that for now. I think I have to come back to that display area of ranged impact. Nice. So we then have this on animation, player animation finish. So I think we're going to have to connect this dynamically through code. But yeah, I guess for now I think I'm probably going to call it for tonight. Probably not a very exciting stream, but a very useful one, getting a lot of good stuff done. And we'll come back and get more shit done tomorrow. Probably make the full-fledged character thing. I did want to display something else from Godot, so let me going to exit. Yeah, we'll save Ralph. Why not? So I have. If I go to my documents, let me go to Godot 4.3. Oh, that's right, I broke it. But let's see if the other one still works. So C Sharpie. I'm trying to integrate some C Sharp shit into here, and it's going pretty well. So I have like, I'm trying to make a make human model that has like animations that I can trade onto different models in what do you call it, in Godot. So like if I go to control here, let's see, I think this should work. Well, it failed the build project. But basically, this has like a bunch of animations on it right here, like AEI, EE, basically the phonetic spellings of like words and shit. So then I can like feed it a word through here, like strings or characters, and then you press me and it says it in real time. I had it working, but I'm trying to update it with a state machine so I can do like a bunch of different animations on it. But yeah, I'm trying to get it so that I can like, it can emote the eyes, basically like a full 3D rig for the face, and then it would be, I used Godot's like skeleton import system to map it, so I should be able to like transfer it to other bones. So if I go to my import, where's it at? So what I can do, if I go to my skeleton, I think I'm clicking on the wrong skeleton, but I have a like a skeleton made. So if I quick load here and I go to face skeleton profile, so now you can just I'll have the Blender skeleton ready too, but you could take like any model, use my skeleton, throw it on here, connect all the dots, just tell it which bones to reference, and then you can use all the animations for all the different models. So that's what I'm trying to do, so I can get dynamic speech in all the Lolcows. Kind of a pain in the ass to get working. And then I'm going to make a character creation scene. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But yeah, I'm going to call it for tonight, and I'll probably be doing more dumb shit tomorrow. So later, hope everyone has a good day.